Here we are at the Daytona International Speedway for the running of the Pepsi 400 and the halfway point of the Gatorade Cup Series season number 5. On the pole for tonight's race is Jay Jefferson, the 1 car. 2 is outside the 7 of Alexander Rowe. Remember, Rowe dominated the Clash, which was at Daytona night, so interesting to see him up front. 30 of Alex Stewart. 4th is Riley Sprague, to running out the top 5. You got Patrick Smith. Then 6th you have Justin Heath. 7th is Michael Canto. 8th is Bray Ernest. 9th is William Seaman. Running out the top 10, you got Joe Jefferson, your Daytona 500 winner from earlier this season. The rest of the field then goes Andrew Miller and then Jason Smith Jr., along with Jonathan Beeford and DJ Reed, Tim Randolph and then Eli Bright, Evan Hunter and Carter Friesen, Tim Gary, who was 3rd in points, and then you got Luke Rainey. Isaac Nichols in points leader, Code Luigi. Then you got Wyatt Walker and Francis Dustin, who won the last race out. Ivy Hernandez and Josh Schmidl. Then you got Kay Samito and Derek Bouchard, Michael Gregory and Julius Anderson, John West and TJ Henley, who's already in the chase because of his all-star win. Then you got Keegan Thompson and Trey Rainey, Max Anderson and Adam Lewis, Cynthia Bright and Marcus Sachi, Jeff Bright, who's 2nd in points, and then Brandon Tharp. Running out the field is Levi Shones and Kevin Band in row number 21. So there's your starting lineup. Let's now go down track side for the command. Forward cars roll off here at Daytona under the lights. It's been a wild race in the past. Last season in the Pepsi 400, we saw a 3-wide battle to the stripe. 3 wide to the stripe. It was one amazing finish, and can we replicate something like that here this season? We're going to find out. It's been wild in the past. We saw season number 3 of this race. We saw a big crash where many cars went upside down. It was about 25 cars that were involved. It's been all over the board in terms of craziness. As the pace car comes off turn 4, make the left-hand turn to pit road. Jay Jefferson on pole. 2 is outside is Alexander Rowe, who dominated the Clash earlier this season at Daytona. Pace car's in. Coming to take the green flag, it's Jay Jefferson out front. Alex Stewart on his bumper trying to push him to the green flag. It's out. We're racing here at Daytona. Jefferson got such a great start, allowed Alexander Rowe to clear. Now here comes Rowe to the bottom lane into 3 and 4 for the race lead. And I don't think these guys want to see that 7 car get out front. With how he dominated the Clash out front, I don't know if they want him out front. Michael Canto might want to make this move off turn 4 to get to the inside. Off of 4 they come, 3 wide to the stripe for lap number 1, being led by Alexander Rowe in the 7 all the way up top. But now William Seaman makes a move 3 wide to the bottom lane. And that's what they need. The 7 car isn't going to be leading. But you never know. He could possibly fall back, but he could get right back up to the front. That's how Daytona is. William Seaman now getting pushed by Andrew Miller. Seaman and Miller clear. They move up. DJ Reed to the bottom lane. Reed now get put in the middle by Tim Randolph as the front 2 clear and pull away. And Miller's, I think, just content pushing Seaman into turn 3. Be interesting to see off of turn 4, though. Does he make a move to lead the lap? Because Miller's kind of up there in a points position to where if he can lead a lap, that's 5 bonus points. That would be great for him because he can make the chase based on his points position. It could be a little bit close, though, because we've still got a lot of time left before the chase. Evan Hunter with a move down to the bottom lane. He's going to go on Tim Randolph for 3rd. Andrew Miller looks on William Seaman for the race lead. Couldn't get it done. Hunter's going to get to 3rd. Tim Gary, 3rd in points. He's coming up. He's on the inside lane. And then 3 by 3 by 3 on back. That's how Daytona is. And do we see a big one is the question. Can Hunter keep it underneath Miller is the question. He does as they hit turn 3. Seaman able to control the lanes out front. Tim Gary now coming for 3rd. Can he push Hunter to the race lead? Wyatt Walker's there in the 36. He's been very close this season in many different races. Hasn't been able to pull through, but Daytona's a place, great equalizer. Anyone can win here. Here comes Walker, 3 wide to the bottom underneath Gary and Hunter. Javier Hernandez pushing him. Great move there by Walker. He's got a whole line of cars behind him that could possibly help him get up there. Front three move up. Walker with a run. I think he saw Javier Hernandez kind of move down low. He kind of blocked that run, and maybe it gets him to the race lead. We'll see. Yeah, it's going to get him underneath Williamson right there. He's going to get to the race lead. Great move there by Walker. He saw the run from Javier Hernandez. He took it down to the bottom lane, and now he has the race lead off turn number 4. But here comes Julius Anderson, the number 17. Walker now moves up high. Can Anderson lead this lap? I believe Anderson might have led the lap in the number 17 car. Luke Rainey come through right to the bottom. Rainey's been his biggest enemy on restrictor plate tracks, he says. He likes to hang out in the back, and it's bitten many times. He's been stuck back there. Now here he's leading at Daytona. The complete opposite of what he's done in the past, but he's hoping to keep this up. He wants to be up towards the front, he said, here at these types of tracks, and it's working for him right now. He's leading. Can he get clear of Hanley and Keegan Thompson is the question. Yeah, looks like he's going to get clear down to the bottom lane. How about a guy in a hot streak? You talk about hot streaks. Keegan Thompson won the Pepsi 600 at Charlotte. Backed it up with, I believe, a top 5 in the Kansas race just last race. And now here he is running second at Daytona to Luke Rainey. He's been on a hot streak. He's going to get put 3 wide top as Luke Rainey continues to lead. Michael Canto's gotten back down to the bottom lane. Remember, he took the lead on lap number 2. Kind of fell back, but he's already gotten back down to the bottom. Same with Jay Jefferson in the 1 car. He's just behind him. Marcus Sachi's there in the 43 getting a push from Jefferson. So the front 2 pull away. Luke Rainey has the race lead. Michael Canto looks low. He almost spun it trying to make that move. That was a very, very aggressive turn to the left. He's going to get beside Luke Rainey here down the backstretch. Rainey's going to lose the lead, but I'm sure he's happy about leading some laps here. He hasn't led laps in restrictor plate tracks in a long time, I don't believe. So great to see him up front. Jay Jefferson, your pulse there, pushed back to second. Jeff Bright won the target race here yesterday. He's second in points. He's coming down low. And here comes Jeff Bright for that second position. Levi Schoen's behind him. Eli Bright's there. So if Schoen's possibly moves up high, watch for Eli Bright to try and get by that 14 car and make it a Hendrick Motorsports line on the bottom and also a Bright line on the bottom. Jeff Bright has a good run on to Michael Canto here. Jeff Bright with a move. Eli Bright's going to go down there with him. We talked about it. They kind of want to stay together, but if Eli gets stuck 3 wide middle, it's going to ruin that plan. And it does ruin that plan. Jeff Bright did look low. He didn't have the drafting help, however. He's going to stay in second place. Eli Bright's going to move to the top, or to the middle, excuse me. John West and Trey Rainey also there on the bottom lane. Cynthia Bright's kind of coming up towards the front, too. Hendrick cars are showing their strength here. Cynthia's coming to the front. Isaac Nichols not far behind her. They might go 4 wide back there. Is that Wyatt Walker, I believe? Yeah, they're 4 wide. Derek Bouchard's rubbing off of Alexander Rowe. Oh, watch out for turn number 4, or off turn number 2. Bouchard and Alexander Rowe down onto the apron. They save it, but do they come back up without causing a wreck? Oh, they're still beating and banging. Oh, they're going to spin around. Look out. Open to Cole Luigi. Your points there, and Brady Wormness is in the fence. Oh, big one. Big crash. Wormness is in the fence. Your points leader's involved. Michael Canto leads the field back. We saw that 4 wide. They beat and bang, and if I were Derek Bouchard or Alexander Rowe, I would have, when I hit that second time, I would have tried to slow it down at least, and not come up and page the field. Well, let's see what happened. First caution of the night, here just before halfway. This incident goes all the way back to turn number 2. See, Derek Bouchard and Alexander right there. They're going to be rubbing 4 wide. I'm surprised they didn't even wreck off turn number 2 right here, because Bouchard down to Alexander Road, they go sideways down onto the apron all the way down, and they say, hey, we're going to come back up. That's all fine, Danny, because they're on the straightaway. They can come back up. Michael Gregory moves over. He lets them over. Now they're about 5 wide, I would say. So they're still rubbing. Alexander Rowe and Derek Bouchard still beating and banging. Rowe trying to get up, hits Bouchard once again. They go down sideways into the grass. And if I were Bouchard and Alexander Rowe, I would have hit the brakes right here and tried to keep it down to the grass. But they come right back up. There's Cole Luigi. Nowhere to go. The 9 car. Justin Heath. Brayer Nest up into the fence. Kevin Band, DJ Reed somehow avoid. I believe Francis Dustin, Jason Smino Jr. also, but the car is involved. Cole Luigi, your points leader. Derek Bouchard, Alexander Rowe, Justin Heath, Tim Randolph also in it. Now, there were some guys that had some very close calls. Look at this in real time, and then we'll go on board with a few drivers as that was very close. And for Code Luigi, another bad race here. He has the points lead, so he has a pretty good margin over 10th place, but does he lose that points lead? He's had it for a while now. Josh Schmid also involved. Not what he wanted. His season's already been bad. It's just turning to worse now. So let's go on board. Points there, Code Luigi. Going to have another DNF this season. I believe that's going to be back-to-back DNFs. Yeah, it's always bad when you just get hit out of nowhere, especially when you see those cars go down to the apron and then you see them jump back up in front of you. Joe Jefferson. Great move there by the 39. He saw that happen and he moved right down to the bottom. It got away. So back to the line first was the 09 of Michael Canto. They will, of course, stay out, and Canto leads back to the green flag. Field pace in turn 3 to take the green flag at halfway, so it will be 12 down and 12 to go when we take the green flag. Derek Bouchard's retired along with Bray Ernest. Code Luigi, not what he needed. Once again, another DNF this season. That's 2 in a row now. 2 bad finishes in a row, and you could possibly lose the points. And then Tim Randolph also retired. Isaac Nichols set to restart in the top 10. Issues for the 48 car. He actually stopped on track in the tri-oval. Towed to pit road. Luckily, he actually did not lose a lap. He's still on track. He's going to be behind some damaged cars like the 15, the 7, and the 9. But he's still on track. If he can possibly catch a sniff of the draft, get by those those damaged cars, he'll be good. So Michael Canto will be up front for this restart. John West in second. Third is Trey Rainey. Fourth is Casey Mill. Fifth is Jonathan Buford. Then Adam Lewis, Jeff Bright, Cynthia Bright, Luke Rainey, and Carter Friesen round out the top 10. Come back into the restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. Jonathan Buford and some others jump to the high side, possibly trying to make some type of move to the front. As John West did not get a great restart right there, and Trey Rainey is going to move all the way to the bottom lane to get by him. Jeff Bright also moves out of line. Adam Lewis actually is going to get stuck up top. Jonathan Buford made the move to the top side. He actually got back down in line. The field kind of spread out, but wait for them to get up to full song. They're not up there yet because of the restrictor plates. And once they get up to full speed, then it'll be a 3x3 pack once again. Case Meal 3 wide to the bottom lane. Jeff Bright pushing her through. Adam Lewis got back down to the bottom in front of Cynthia Bright. And Michael Canto has a huge lead. That's not what you want here at Daytona. Yeah, normally if you have a lead like that at any other track, say like Bristol or Martinsville, you'll be fine. But here at Daytona, it's going to put everyone back together. But if they keep going 3 wide like that, Canto's going to be loving that. Because here comes Adam Lewis to the bottom lane. Cynthia Bright, Luke Rainey also down there. Yeah, but even with these guys 3 wide battling, they're still gaining on the 09 because the 09 has no type of draft whatsoever to propel them forward. These guys have the draft of the 09 and they're getting pushes from behind. Cynthia Bright up to the middle lane. Luke Rainey coming through on the bottom. We've been saying Luke Rainey has been his biggest critic when it comes to restrictor plate racing. He says, hey, I have to get out of this staying in the back. And here he is staying at the front. He's been in the top 10 ever since he got to the race lead. And great to see him performing well. He has his teammate Adam Lewis right in front of him. Does he push Lewis to the race lead? 10 laps of racing to go. And don't count out TJ Hanley. He's been great at Daytona before. In fact, just yesterday in the Target Series race, he finished second by half a car length to Jeff Bright. And he won the Target Series Samsung 250 in season number 1. So he knows how to win here. He's actually looking underneath Adam Lewis. He's going to get shuffled to the middle by Julius Anderson, who's coming through. Luke Rainey has gotten cleared to second. Here comes Anderson all the way to the bottom lane. Adam Lewis clears for third as well. Riley Sprayotube there in the 47. He needs a good run of some sorts. Here he is. The front few getting single filed out. That's going to really hurt. Oh! Max Anderson sideways. Almost got spun by Evan Hunter. They saved it, blocking at the front of the pack. As Adam Lewis looks underneath his teammate Luke Rainey. Julius Anderson going to push him by. And they are shuffling all over the place. Look at this big pack. Shuffling back and forth, back and forth. And it's almost like the inside lane off turn 4 gets a little tighter, loose, or whatever it may be, but they definitely slow down. And it really allows the middle and outside to propel off of turn 4. And some cars actually get down to the bottom lane. Anderson has a big run from Javier Hernandez. He's going to look to the inside. Michael Canto entering turn 3. Does he have enough for a run? It does! Canto tried to block, he couldn't get it done, so the 09 car has dominated this race, is now going to be behind a few cars as they come off turn 4. Anderson and Javier Hernandez clear, they're going to be your race leaders. Canto might get right back down third, though. That would be the best case scenario for him, back down third. And he does. So Anderson now to the race lead. Javier Hernandez second. Michael Canto tipped back to third, but he still has a shot. And here comes Canto already back to the bottom for second. That car is very strong. He's held on for quite some time. He's probably led the most laps. And now here he is back to second. He has William Seaman pushing him. He's looking already for the race lead. Wow, that 09 car is something else. But William Seaman giving the drafting up to Julius Anderson. No drafting up for Michael Canto, but he still stays below the 17. Yeah, that 09 car is very, very strong. But does he get a little loose off turn 4 right here? We've seen it happen in the past. You get a little slow on the bottom lane. Anderson does have the drafting help. Here comes Eli Bright with Brandon Tharp behind him. To the stripe, they come side by side. Michael Canto leads that time. So just 7 laps of racing to go at Daytona. Behind them getting shuffled. Brandon Tharp moves underneath Eli Bright. More drafting up still on the top lane. Canto with no help. And no one wants to help him because once he gets out front, they know it's going to be hard to pass him. Julius Anderson still with all the help up top. William Seaman pushing him. Brandon Tharp trying to get in behind the 09, help him forward. Does Anderson clear into turn 3? Does! Julius Anderson back to the race lead from the top lane. He had all the help in the world right there. And here comes Evan Hunter now. Alex Stewart, Riley Spurley back on the inside lane. Patrick Smith, Tim Gary. We're talking about all these guys on the inside because if the shuffling continues, then someone possibly 7th on the inside lane could come out with the victory. But with Michael Canto still stuck in second position, he could still get to the race win. Front 2 clear. Alex Stewart coming for third. Canto with a run to Julius Anderson. On his back bumper, pushing him. Does he make a move down the backstretch? And if he makes a move, that's going to bring third on back into this battle. Here comes Canto. He does have a run. Peaking low underneath Julius Anderson. Into turn 3. 5 to go this time by Michael Canto. Trying to clear Julius Anderson. Here comes Alex Stewart. Which one does he help? He's going to get down to the bottom lane behind Canto. 5 to go this time by Michael Canto to the point. Alex Stewart pushing him through. But now if Canto moves high, watch Alex Stewart down low. Alex Stewart with the run. Does he get beside Michael Canto? He does into turn number 1. Patrick Smith, Jay Jefferson, your pole sitter coming back up to the front. You have to get in position now. 5 to go. You have to be on the bottom lane. Patrick Smith moving low. Julius Anderson to the middle lane. Smith to the middle. Alex Stewart with the push from Michael Canto. Stewart's going to get clear. Can Canto? Jay Jefferson close to the bottom lane. Yeah, Patrick Smith way down the 1 car. Trying to get that side draft off of him and pull him back. He couldn't get it done. They do have a lap car ahead. Josh Smito is very slow. If I'm Smito, I'm pulling off. 4 to go at Daytona. Alex Stewart clears. Francis Dustin trying to get 2 in a row. Levi Schultz's other plans. He's going to move to the bottom 3 wide. Jeff Bright's coming in the 5 car. Joe Jefferson trying to sweep Daytona. Off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. You talk about trying to sweep Daytona. Jeff Bright's trying to do the same, but Jeff Bright's going to get moved up to the middle lane. Can Levi Schultz get clear for second? Schultz with a run! To the bottom lane he goes! He has his teammate behind him! We can only hope Josh Schmiel pulls off. Or pulls to the apron. That would be the best scenario for these guys, but Josh Schmiel is going to stay out on track. It's going to be interesting to see which lane he holds up. So Levi Schultz clears. Alex Stewart back to second now. They're battling hard behind for third, with just 3 to go. Alex Stewart the run. But I think he's going to be the one held up on the inside lane right here. Schultz actually moves down in front of Alex Stewart. Does Jeff Bright get a run around the top? They're stacking up. And it's going to be the middle lane, the one to get held up at the outside, gets a big run. Front 3 on the outside lane get clear. Now Josh Schmiel holding up the way outside. They're 3 wide for third. Levi Schultz and Jeff Bright have cleared. 2 great Gatorade Cup Series drivers looking for their first wins of the season. Oh, Riley Spurley almost spun out. Here comes Jeff Bright now. to the stripe with just 2 laps of racing to go at Daytona. Yeah, I probably saw what happened back there with Ryan Spurs, where Spire did and said, hey, you should probably make the move because they are shuffling trying to get by this lap car. Both these guys being side by side is going to bring the pack to them. I don't believe they'll catch DJ Reed because they have a lap and a half left. Reed should be far enough ahead. Jeff Bright clears. As they come down the back straightaway, Case Smith with the run. Keegan Thompson, TJ Hanley, Marcus Sachel on this inside lane. Case Smith going to get put 3 mid. Here comes Keegan Thompson. We talked about the hottest driver in the series. He's coming to the front. He has TJ Hanley pushing him. Remember, Hanley's already in the chase. He could go for broke now as they come off of turn number 4. You have to show what you got now. Coming to the white flag. They're side by side for the race lead. They might go 3 wide. White flag one more time around Daytona. Side by side. Thompson up top. TJ Hanley down low. Marcus Sacchi going to look to the bottom. 3 wide. Wyatt Walker pushing him through. 3 wide for the front spot at Daytona. Marcus Sacchi trying to clear as they come off turn number 2. He does, but does he move up and give the bottom to Wyatt Walker? Here comes Walker to the bottom lane. He's going to move up to the middle. Here comes Jonathan Buford to the bottom. Do they go 3 wide for the victory? Does Marcus Sacchi get clear? Into turn 3, they're 3 wide. Who gets back in front as they come off of turn number 4 this time? Jonathan Buford clears. Does John West have a run? Does Michael Gregory have a run? Buford moves up. John West trying to move to the bottom. It's not going to work for him. Jonathan Buford, 3 wide pass to the victory at Daytona. What a race that was to the finish line. Jonathan Buford, 3 wide pass on the last lap and holds off the pack to get the victory here in the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Let's go and check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. There was only 1 caution flag for 4 laps and 12 lead changes among 10 different drivers. A very great race here at Daytona. Jonathan Buford ends up winning the race. He did it on a 3 wide pass on the last lap. John West ends up second. He tried to get to the bottom, just couldn't get it done. Wyatt Walker, once again close, he ends up 3rd. Michael Gregory, last season's champion, I'm sure he'll take 4th. Levi Schoen started last, he ends up 5th. Then you got Marcus Sacchi in 6th, Andrew Miller 7th, Joe Jefferson 8th, TJ Hanley 9th, and Evan Hunter rounds out the top 10. So there's your top 20. Jeff Bright, 2nd in points, coming to the day, ends up 18th. He started 40th. He keeps 2nd in points, but it's close down to 4 points behind. So now we look down 21st to 40th. Jay Jefferson, your pole sitter, ends up 25th. He actually didn't lead a lap in this race, even though he was up front for some good bit. Michael Canto led 12 of 24 laps, led half of the race, dominated. Got stuck behind the lap car, Josh Meal. He ends up 27th. Disappointing for him. Code Luigi, your points leader entering the race, involved in a crash, ends up 40th. He keeps the points lead, but it's very close now. Now let's go look at the point standings. So here are the point standings as we're halfway through the season. Code Luigi keeps the points lead, but it's not only by 4 points over Jeff Bright, who's up to 2nd. He's had some very solid races as of late. Andrew Miller is up to 3rd. Tim Gary is 4th, and Justin Heath is 5th. They got Max Anderson in 6th, Alex Stewart in 7th, Patrick Smith 8th, Brandon Tharp in 9th, and Joe Jefferson moves into the top 10. So there's your top 20. Your 2 wildcards right now are TJ Hanley, because he has that all-star victory, and Kevin Bannon, because he has 2 victories. Francis Dustin, John West, Evan Hunter. Now Keegan Thompson has joined the top 20. They need to get another victory. They have to get up into the top 10 or hope Kevin Bannon falls below the top 20 or TJ Hanley moves into the top 10. A lot of different choices for those drivers. Down 21st to 40th. Trey Rainey has fallen below the top 20 mark. Luke Rainey is still right there. Those two can use some good runs in the next race. See Jonathan Buford with his Daytona victory moves up to 29th in the point standings, so he still has a shot at the chase. Cynthia Bright down 33rd. DJ Reed 40th. They need a lot of help. Reed, especially since he missed those few races, it's just going to be very hard for him to claw his way into the chase. So the next race is going to be another wild one, the Cobalt 400 at Michigan. See you guys then.